need the Belgian front coming in, visit the Celtics ticket counter to get yours today. Hey, Celtics fans, you won't want to miss Celtics Mets Golf Calendar Giveaway Day. Be there in every fan of the building gets one so they can easily track upcoming games.
A reminder to be here for our next giveaway, gym bag. Come out and receive a free Celtics gym bag.
One man who's looking to make a name for himself in the spotlight, MP. Excited for his debut on the NBA court. Welcome everyone to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Maxey, Joel Embiid out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's George, and it's Grimes in at the 2-guard. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. And it's Simons in at the point. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Now, here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum doesn't get distracted easily, even when you get physical with him.
Pass to Watford. Outside, George buries it from three-point range.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And for a report on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Well, tonight marks MP's debut coming off the bench to play in his first NBA game. There were some doubts and pushback as he maneuvered his way to the team that he wanted to be drafted by. But at the end of the day, MP said, I know I belong here. Now is my chance to show the world who I am. Guys?
Yeah, he's clearly bought in and ready to go. Thanks so much for that report. Here's Tatum, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from three.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Now, here's Maxey. Here's Embiid. The rebound by Kata.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Outside Tatum. Lock at 6. The 19-foot shot, and again it's Boston converting.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. Now, here's Maxey. The 76ers with another miss.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Right side, Tatum. Now White. For the 3. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Here's Grimes. Good on the triple.
I love that decision from Maxey, playing very selflessly out there.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Kata. And White kicks to Brown. The 3 from Tatum. Tatum with another miss. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. That one drops for him.
Well, that is some impressive body control right there on display by Maxey.
And here is Tatum. Going inside. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the 76ers now. Here's George. Good, nice job down low. George has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, their inside-outside game, very effective. That was a great pass.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
Some changes for Boston. Russell Westbrook in for White, and it's Pritchard in for Anfernee Simons. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They're plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. Austin with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 13.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here making his NBA debut tonight is MP, a native out of rural Vermont. And MP has had quite the path to get to the NBA.
Hey, what do they say? It's not where you came from. It's where you're headed. MP might hail from a state not known for producing basketball stars, but he's here now and has the right mentality from what I've seen. And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Now here's Jackson to the inside. Here's Drummond. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Pass to Boucher. To the middle. Here's White. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
It's Edwards on the wing. McCain finds Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Over White. MP, no good. The Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
At the elbow, it's MP. Back to McCain. And it is good! And the buzzer! Wow!
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, it's great awareness on his part.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. 76ers ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
They needed a jolt from that second unit, and that's exactly what they got.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Drummond. Maxey out there with Jackson. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's McCain in at the 3, the small forward. Maxey passes to MP. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Sinks the triple. Maxey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And if you look at these early years for Tyrese Maxey's career, you can see he has increased the number of threes he's taken year by year.
Hauser with the ball. He's covered by Maxey. White against Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for MP. Drummond controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Simons, he's checked in for the Celtics. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Kevin, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation, maybe a coach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure. And it's Simons missing. The 76ers leading by 8. Drummond in the post, working on Boucher. McCain gets a wide-open look. Buries the long-range jumper. McCain's got his second basket of the night. And Simons has got the ball here for Boston. And it's Hauser in the corner. From outside the arc, and it's Simons that time on the assist by White. Simons has got 5 points now in the quarter. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Boston making some changes. Mars is checked in, and it's Tatum in for Sam Hauser. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Trendon Watford comes in for Kelly Oubre. George is checked in for Jared McCain. And it's Quentin Grimes in for MP. Here's Pritchard. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
Embiid knocks it home from distance.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Pass to Watford. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. George with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Tatum driving. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
From deep, Maxey. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown, the pass to Simon. Back to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. The 3 from Tatum. The rebound by Watford.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Grimes. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Grimes has got 6.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Tatum with another miss.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
And that one's good, Maxey. And now it's a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Simons. 5 points in the game. Tatum on the wing. Over Watford. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes the first half. 76ers lead by 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half-court jump. Drum line. They're picking up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are getting their money's worth right now.
That said, I feel like the guy who can incorporate his teammates in the second half, he's got the best chance to walk away with the W.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
The 76ers leading by 10. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. White is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Tatum on the wing. Can't hit that one.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Back to White. There's the 3. The rebound by Watford.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Embiid.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up. That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Lets it go from 14. Rebound, Boston.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
Oh, Tatum flying, soaring through the air.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Maxey passes to Embiid. And it's Derek White with the rebound. Here's Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
And Brown is at his best when he's attacking inside.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Tatum's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 11. From deep, Maxey. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. The three-point shot is pure for Tatum.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
Grimes bounce pass. The 76ers another 3.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Tatum dishes to Brown. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Boston making a switch here. Richards checked in. Then for the 76ers, Oubre is checked in for Trendon Watford. Jared McCain comes in for George. And MP subbed in for Quentin Grimes. Embiid with it. He has 7. Here's Jackson. And it's Derek. White with the rebound. Brown outside. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Here's Pritchard. Following the basket by MP. Oubre against Tatum. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Celtics. Sam Hauser comes in for Brown. Then for the 76ers, Andre Drummond comes in for Embiid, and it's Edwards in for Maxey.
Baiting the defender into a foul. Tatum wants to get to the line where he has always been terrific.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Here's Jackson, plays it up and banks it in. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Boucher with a screen on Jackson. Boucher kicks to Tatum. Boston again missing. The 76ers leading by 18. MP finds Drummond. Philadelphia moving the ball around. MP outside. Oubre sets the screen for MP. Just 5 on the clock. Off target with his 3. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
The shot from the low post is good. MP's got 9 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers on top. They lead by 18. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, Kelly Oubre out there with Jared McCain. And there's Jackson. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Maxey in at the 1. Here's McCain. Drummond with a screen on Westbrook. 16 feet away. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
He's found his rhythm here in the second half. Let's see if they keep calling his number.
On the wing, Brown. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Here's MP following the 3-pointer by Boston. This one for 3. Second shot opportunity, and it's Oubre late. It in. And the 76ers lead by 19.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Down low, here's Westbrook. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Russell Westbrook. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And Jackson gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Misses the 3. The 76ers leading by 19 points. Here's Embiid. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
From point-blank range, you won't see Embiid miss many.
Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Simons, the pass to Hauser. From beyond the arc and then some.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Pass to MP. Here's Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise.
Some changes for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Sam Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And then for Philadelphia, Trendon Watford's checked in for Kelly Oubre. Paul George comes in for Jared McCain. And it's Quentin Grimes in for MP. Now, here's Simons. The tray, clean from outside.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Outside George. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter, and the layup is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here's Brown. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Maxey. Outside, George. To the paint. Maxey, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Tatum off the glass.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Maxey on the wing, covered by Simons. And Embiid throws it down.
If Embiid gets the ball anywhere close to the hoop, it's an automatic dunk.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tyrese Maxey.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Now, Watford. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Lets it go from 11. That's good on the jump shot. And the 76ers lead by 19. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Queta. Outside Tatum. Knocks down the three. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
We're here with MP, who racked up double-digit assists in the win. Felt like your teammates knocked down their shots every time you found them tonight. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Winning feels good, but winning together feels great. I mean, I'm feeling like $1 million right now, Dominique Hamill.
You look like you're having a good time.
Hey, this is what it's all about. This is why I wanted to be in the NBA. Nothing else I'd rather be doing with my life than this. This is the ultimate feeling, and I love winning.
I think we're all feeling it, MP. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Dominic, thanks a lot. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.